So another significant shift has been a book that was published just before our book by a fellow called Frederick Laloux. It's sold about 300,000 copies. It's been translated into 20 or more languages. Interestingly, it's not been translated by him as the publisher or the publishing house, but by individuals who love the content. Ian, my co-author, and I met with Frederick a couple of years ago because he saw our book as an Australian example of this new organisational life, which he defined as TEAL. Okay, so he published his book with no PR and no marketing, and yet it's been incredibly successful. And in his book, as what we found in the Me to We book, there are 3 attributes of these new organisations who are using these self-directed, self-managed teams. So number 1 is that they are self-managing. The idea is that they don't need a boss micromanaging, watching over them. And obviously, if an organisation makes that change, it means that the leader who was micromanaging can go and do something else. Doesn't mean that they need to focus less on the strategic intent. That becomes more important. Each team needs to know with clarity what success looks like and how the teams together need to determine organisational success. The second part of these characteristics that he identified is that organisations are beginning to invite the whole human being inside the business. So rather than just the head, so if you think about the thinking, the feeling and the act before, when these organisations are now being more holistic in their approach. They're asking people to take off their professional mask and bring their whole self, because we all know that we have to deal with every part of the human being when we're at work. If I've got young children and I was up all night, I'm not going to be the best version of myself tomorrow, but the next day I will be, and someone else may have had something occur. Often I ask people when I chair meetings, how much of you is here today? People smile and say 70 or 80 or 90, but what it highlights is that we've all got a life, and organisational life is part of that. And if we can embrace life within the organisation, we get a better outcome, because people will then deliver that discretionary effort when they're seen. The third part is evolutionary purpose, which is saying it's beyond just money. Everybody exists for more than just money. We all need enough money to live the lifestyle we've chosen, but after that, we need something else that's driving us. And if you, as an organisation, can tap into something bigger than just money, you bring everybody with you in that process. So as I said, our book was linked to that.